All right. Hi, guys. Happy Thursday. My name is Brittany Duke, and I put in the chat, but I'm from New Braunfels, Texas. It's kind of in between Austin and San Antonio, if y'all have heard of those bigger cities in Texas. And I've actually been taking Plexus products for oh my gosh, since 2019, but I didn't start really sharing about them until 2021. So just to kind of give you a little timeline there, and I haven't stopped since. And I think that if I could go back and have a little chit chat with past Brittany, I would tell her to get started a little sooner, because what I found is that whenever I started talking about it just casually on my social media, I had a lot of friends who were struggling just like I was. And so we are glad that you guys are here tonight and can kind of hear about how you could start doing that as well. Sharing with your friends, sharing with your family, because this is an opportunity that is like no other. And it is so awesome that nowadays we have these options of earning money from our phone and sharing about really awesome products that can actually help people with their health goals. Um, so it's pretty cool because we know, I know out there's a ton of different companies you could choose. And so we're super excited to have you tonight and tell you about how Plexus is different. Um, and I truly, truly believe that it's the way network marketing should always be done, but rarely ever is. And we're so fortunate to partner with a company that has high integrity. We have products that work. And that's why whenever you meet our team, you feel the confidence that we have in what we are doing, because we are truly making a difference in people's lives. And I don't know about y'all, but that feels really good when you go to sleep at night knowing that you have helped someone have a better day. And truthfully, that's what it's all about. I'm a mom of 3 kiddos. I am a physical therapist. I'm not currently practicing right now. I'm actually staying home with my kiddos. And I can say that this is a great outlet for me because I get to have like that adult time, that interaction. I get to have fun. And I'm still kind of playing that role of helping others achieve their goals without having to get into a clinic. So we are going to chat with y'all about a lot of things tonight. We're going to be ping-ponging between some different people, some different girls on my team. I'm so excited for y'all to meet them. And so first up, we have Amber, who's going to share a little bit about what is Plexus.
Hello, I'm Amber. I joined Brittany's team back in September. I started on my products like end of July, early August of last year. And I am a hairstylist of 10 years full time, and I am a mom of 2.5. I have 2 bio kids and 1 step kid. And yeah, I am so happy that there's so many of you on because that is just so inspiring. But these products are amazing. You are in the right place. You're not going to be disappointed. So, what is Plexus? I'm sure there's some of you here that have already started your products, maybe some that just ordered but want to know more, or maybe some of you haven't tried any products yet and you're just here to get a little info. And that's great. We love that you're all here. So Plexus is a holistic natural supplement company. We focus on true healing of the root issues that are the basis of so many different ailments that we have in our life. The biggest things that the gut really targets is blood sugar balance, healing, inflammation, energy levels, depression, anxiety, all of those things. If you don't know a lot about gut health, that is just like the tip of the iceberg, like those things that I just mentioned. There is so much more that is tied to the microbiome that's in your gut. I don't know if you've been seeing it on like social media, but it's been really popping up, I feel like this year a lot more than ever in the past. And even on mainstream media, I know Maddie posted something the other day that Good Morning America actually was doing a segment on like gut health and the microbiome. So that's really huge. People are paying attention. They're starting to realize just how many things that we can fix ourselves just by getting our gut healthy. So that's really exciting. Plexus, though, is one of the leading research companies in the microbiome. So we just want to make sure, like, that you're signing on or learning about a company that they're not just all talk. Like, these products are. I don't know if y'all saw my husband just run behind me. I'm so sorry. sorry, this company has put in all of the time and the research and many, many hours and tons of scientists that have developed these products that actually do work. Like these are, it's not a gimmick, it's not a scam, it's not anything like that. These products really do work. They're made from the highest quality ingredients. They're all non-GMO. Almost all of our products are vegan. If they're not vegan, they're vegetarian, and they're all gluten-free. And they are like methylated, so that means you get like the full absorption, whereas with a lot of different vitamins and supplements, you don't actually absorb a lot of what's in them. So that's what sets us apart. I have like notes here, I'm sorry. One of the biggest issues I feel like people struggle with other companies and things like that is that they promise a quick fix. They promise lose 10 pounds in 10 days, or like take this for 2 weeks and you're going to feel better than you've ever felt. Plexus is different. Like they do not promise that this is going to be a quick fix, but they do promise that if you are consistent and you stick with this, that it will heal the root issues that you're dealing with. It will address those root issues and you will feel better. So Brittany has said this before and actually really likes this, that getting to the root issues of our symptoms is kind of like peeling an onion. So we have all of these layers of the onion, and to get to the source of it, you have to slowly peel away all those layers. So you can think of that like getting through all those layers of all of the yeast overgrowth, the bad bacteria in your gut. Maybe you have some issues from different medications you've been on that have just built up in the lining of your gut, and you have to get rid of all of that before you can start to really plant the good bacteria and see the benefits from that. And so we always tell people like this is a marathon and not a race, but at the same time, if you stick with it, you will see results. Another thing that is really cool about Plexus is that they do have a 60-day money back guarantee. So this is not like you're gonna buy anything and then you're just stuck with it if you didn't like it. So you can always rest assured that 60 days is a long time. That's a long time to try something and then decide you don't like it. So that's a really good, I feel like, stance from the company to be like, we support our products. We believe in them. We know that they can help you. But if you decide they don't help you, you have 60 days to try it and decide what you think. It usually typically takes anywhere from 30 to 45 days for you to notice big differences. I feel like on average better, you're starting to notice a lot of the things you were struggling with have improved. And then by 90 days, like I'm telling you, you're a different person. And so just encourage you to, if you are interested in these products or whatever, give it the time to actually help you. We have tons of different one thing I also do love about Plexus is that the company stays in the wheelhouse of health and wellness products. Like they haven't really ventured out into anything else. They started as a health and wellness company and they've stayed a health and wellness company. And so I love that they just keep their focus on that, because I think that really stands true to just that they believe in helping people. We're not out here selling leggings. We didn't venture into different things. So they really are just staying focused on the products and what they do. Yeah, so I think Brittany is going to get into the more sciencey part of it coming up here next.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Amber. You're super smart, and I'm really glad you went over those things because it's things that I think I knew and I know, but hearing it again, I'm just like, dang, yes, this is so good. So I don't know how many of you guys have a huge background in gut health, because truth be told, I have a doctorate in physical therapy, went to school for 3 years, and they didn't tell us anything about it. And now, like she's saying, it's in mainstream media, like it's all over the place. And we're seeing that when people are open to the idea, we are seeing a lot of changes just through gut health. Here's a quick slide. I would encourage you, I'm going to move this out of the way. I would encourage you to screenshot this, okay? Because what's super cool is the reason Amber started actually had to do with some symptoms she was having issues with PCOS, whereas when I started, mine was like an energy issue, a mood issue, things like that. And it's cool because the gut can target all of these various things. And so if you check this out, there is an immunity component in the gut. There is 90% of our serotonin, that happy hormone, that keeps us in a good mood. For us moms, it like keeps us trucking throughout the day. If you're in college, it gives you like that good, happy vibes when you're studying at the awful wee hours of the morning. And so that hormone is largely produced in your gut. And so it's really cool to know that gut-brain axis can be addressed in through Plexus. I encourage you to Google that, gut-brain axis, and see what you find. So that's all I'm going to spend on this slide. I think it's super interesting, and I could nerd out on it all day long, but I would encourage you guys to go do a little research on your own and see what you find. So we've talked a little bit about like what it is, but we also want y'all to know who Plexus is. And as a company, you can see some of like our little factoids here. We're debt-free. The products are made in the US. We are one of the 5,000 fastest growing companies. Inc. 5,000 fastest growing companies. Fastest five, that's not a good stat. Anyways, y'all know what I mean. We have an A rating in the Better Business Bureau, which is actually really hard to come by as a network marketing company. And so I would really encourage you to get excited about that. Know that the company that you're partnering with does things the right way, and we have leadership that stands behind us all the time. Plexus is also made up of the ambassadors. And so on our team, guys, you're going to see everything. We have moms, we have married people without kids, we have single people, we have college students. Oh my gosh, y'all, I wish I would have known about this in college. In college, I worked 3 jobs at any given time. I worked at the gym, I babysat, I worked at a kids fitness center. And what if I would have had Plexus and could have at least cut out 1 or 2 of those amongst my class schedule? Like, how amazing would that have been? So I want y'all to hear straight from the source tonight. And you're going to meet my friend Jackie. She has an awesome story. She's in this picture with her cute little baby. We have kiddos about the same age. She's a coach's wife. And Jackie, go ahead and take it away and you tell us the rest.
All right, everyone can hear me good? Is it working? Okay. Hi, everybody. I found recently, I have no pictures of just me, so there's my munchkin. I am from Texas, but I am, like Brittany said, a coach's wife. So we move all the time, and currently we are in Boston, Massachusetts. My journey started because of my sister. My sister is also on this team. She's the sister that like does her research, and like we've both always been in the not gut health, but like the health journey. Health and wellness is our thing, but she does the research. So she did this, met Brittany, and then right after I had my baby, so we're almost coming up on a year, she was like, hey, why don't you just try this? And I was like, sure, why not? I'm very easily convinced. But I kind of, the more she told me about it, she would tell me like, oh, it's breastfeeding safe. Like, okay, how many products are most of the time breastfeeding? I'm like, is that safe? Is that good? So easy thing. She popped me in with Brittany. Hey, breastfeeding safe. Great. And I have had insane postpartum results. It's been literally crazy. I started with the basic triplex, gut health. I knew how irregular I was. Never, always struggled in the bathroom. But within weeks, I was insanely regularly going to the bathroom, and that is the nicest thing ever. If you've ever been constipated, that is the worst feeling. And I've heard post baby sometimes that's a struggle, so I wanted to tackle that. I remember hearing moms being like, I'm so tired, being up with the baby every 3 hours. feeding every 3 hours. And don't get me wrong, I had a great baby, but he did wake up every 3 hours till he was like 8 months old. And I was like, what is happening? But I never felt like I was like so tired that I couldn't get up. And I felt like I was in a good mood to deal with him. I felt like I had good energy. And a lot of that is thanks to Plexus, because there were days where I was like, I need an active. I am so tired. And it was like that kept me going, which was beneficial. Breastfeeding and hydrate. I remember literally going, my son was born early, going to the NICU, and I would bring in the milk that I pumped. And they were like, why is there so much fat content in here? Like, this is not normal for a first time mom. And the more I learned about Plexus, I later learned that it helps like your milk. And I've heard moms talk about how much less they fed their second and third babies compared to their first babies getting on Plexus. And I've continued to share just because it was such a game changer. Like, I have been in the best mood with my baby. And even in the times where I'm like getting to that little wit's end, I know that, you could just take a hydrate. Or I even started on Vital Biome recently. And my husband was like, whoa, I thought you were happy, but like, you're way happy now. My happy pill. I call it my happy pill. So I literally, that's about it. But I have loved the journey. And I also actually recently was just telling Brittany and Maddie, I loved sharing this journey because of reaching out to people and just having that outlet, like Brittany said, to talk to people, to talk to moms when I'm a stay-at-home mom. So being stuck at home with a baby, you look for an outlet to talk to people. And as much as it's awkward and weird to take that step out of your, I'm sorry, my dog's asleep barking. A step out of your comfort zone, it's so worth it to have those connections and like meet people and talk to people and just have a reason to talk to people. So I love it.
Yes, so
Good.
true. I agree with you 100%. I feel that. So it's like Jackie said, she started because of her sister Maddie. So what's super cool is that maybe you're thinking, well, I don't really know how I feel about posting all over social media yet or things like that. Well, what if you just grabbed for your first 3 people? What if you like grabbed your mom, your sister, and your aunt? Okay, guys, don't make it complicated. Maddie's going to tell us a little bit about why Plexus is different from other companies. Take it away.
Hey guys, I'm Maddie, Jackie's little sister. So I'm gonna go through this really fast because we don't have too much time left, but I just want to kind of focus on some of the common misconceptions that we have at Plexus. And I think just network marketing in general kind of gets these misconceptions. And I mean, people have a lot of questions when they're getting started. So the first two kind of go hand in hand. You're not going to be required to have these like startup purchases or startup fees or have a ton of like inventory on hand. So you're not going to have to buy these business builder packs that are costing you $200, $300, $400 just to get started, just to call yourself a brand ambassador. Like, you're literally just sharing gut health products that you're already knowing and loving, that are working for you, that you're wanting other people to try out as well. So you're literally sharing a referral link to, like Brittany said, your sister, who was one of my first, your mom, who was actually my first, and like one of your best friends. But yeah, so you're not really, your only, I guess you would say, required purchase is going to be the gut health products that you're already taking. Like, what's working for you, you're going to keep up with that. You're going to stay consistent because you're going to continue to see those results, and people are going to start noticing, wanting to know a little more, and that's how you're going to share. You're not going to be required to have these parties. I know sometimes there are these like week-long events on Facebook, or you have to have like 50 people come over to your house to like try this pink drink. Like, it does not work like that. We do not require any of that. Now, I have done a Facebook event and I loved every minute of it, every 45 minutes of it. That's all it took. It was very, very quick. It's very, very fast. I wasn't required to do it, but that's what worked for me when I was like getting jump started in the business. And it actually kind of just introduces your friends on social media, what you're doing, what's working for you, and why you're willing to share it. Also, there's no like monthly quota. You're not going to be, Plexus isn't going to like force you to sell X amount every single month. You do what works for you. I mean, simple as that. You figure out what works for you and then go from there. But if Brittany will go to the next slide, that kind of brings me directly into like our income opportunity. Again, there's no quota. You're not having to hit a certain amount every single month. But if you look here on the left side of your screen, that's going to have kind of like our monthly brand ambassador income. That's more of our averages. So what I always encourage people is to like look at those first few numbers. The silver, senior silver, gold, those are super easy ranks to like hit when you hit the ground running and you're wanting to share your products with your friends. I highly encourage you to take advantage of that because Plexus does reward us very, very well as when you're first getting started. Like it's absolutely insane. So take a screenshot of this, look at some of those numbers on that income screen and see what it would do for you and your family. You know, maybe it's going to pay for groceries. Maybe it's going to pay off your car. Maybe you're going to be able to quit your job full time and like work Plexus and hang out with your family more. Like, I think that's super cool. And then right in the middle, that's going to be what we have going on this February. So it shows you basically how simple you can get some of these extra bonuses on top of what you're already doing. So share it with your sister. You're going to get $46. Share it with your mom and your aunt. And now all of a sudden you have $340 in your pocket. And then reverse it, get your whole family started, and you have $880 straight in your pocket. But that's our income opportunity. And you see a couple of these pictures, Plexus, Lexus, like the coolest thing, Emerald. It's incredible. So definitely screenshot that, look at those numbers and share what number looks great to you, how it would help your family. Share that with whoever invites.
Thanks, Maddie. This is about to play a video. It's probably gonna be loud. I'm gonna pause it. This was a video of our husbands dancing when we went on a cruise in November. They're literally doing, we're at a silent disco and they're dancing, having a grand old time. We had so much fun on this trip. And while the income is nice, like the cash in your pocket, what's also really cool is you get rewarded with things like trips. You get rewarded with like, I mean, I like the swag, don't get me wrong, but it is really fun to be able to take your husband on a paid for cruise. I don't know about y'all, but I always have a reason not to go somewhere. I'm a planner, I'm a mom, I'm always like, the logistics. But if someone's gonna hand me a free cruise, I'm gonna figure out how to make it happen. So I've thrown these pictures out there to just show you like, when was the last time you just got to go out on a vacation? When was the last time maybe the current people that you work for rewarded your efforts after you'd been there for 5, 6, 7, 8 years? That's a big deal, y'all. As a physical therapist, they're not going to send me on a cruise. So these are other awesome things that you can think about when you join Plexus. We are running out of time. We've got about a minute left. Oh yeah, Maddie says in there, we're heading to the Dominican Republic literally next Friday. So we love this company. Clearly we could talk about it all night long. But we know that this short little Zoom only gives you like the little bit of the information, and we are sure that you have questions. We hope you have questions. And that is what your sponsor is here for, or the person who invited you. Ask them those questions. We're an open book. We can't wait to hear from you. And thank y'all so much for being with us tonight when you could have been a lot of other places. So y'all have a good night, and we can't wait to hear from you.